What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be shown off at Summer Game Fest. Now, if you've been paying attention, you may already know the clues, so I'm going to really quickly go through why it seems likely, what people have kind of been obsessing about online over the last few days, just for those that aren't prepared or don't know in general. For the last 4 days, they've done a Q&A. They've done one question and one answer. And they've been some pretty funny questions and answers, I will be flat out honest. They basically confirmed a story a few days ago, which made people laugh on Twitter, where it's like, yeah, they just confirmed that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to have a story. Because they were talking about like a narrative. It will have, a narrative. So they're not the deepest questions. They're questions like that, or do you need to have played 7 Remake in order to play this game? And the answer is no, you don't really need to. Obviously, it would help, but they're gonna help you out, I guess, in the game. So don't worry about it too much. They've been very entry-level questions. But the catch is this. Today is day 4. They've done it 4 days in a row, including weekends. And that's a big indicator. Because normally, even when you're in the middle of these marketing waves for a game, say, coming out like that month or that week, you normally don't do much on the weekends. Sometimes you don't do anything on your social media accounts. So the fact that they're doing it on the weekends, I think literally is a countdown, right? Because you're doing it every single day. Today's day 4. Tomorrow's day 5. Wednesday is day 6. And then what day is day 7? Now, I guess the part that people, including myself, are reaching with is assuming that the 7th day, and the 7th day is Summer Game Fest, right? This Thursday, Summer Game Fest. So because that lands on the 7th day, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that is probably the reach. I will accept that. If you want to write into the comments, Alex, that's the reach, that's totally fine. But I would just counter with, well, it's odd timing, isn't it? And in fact, we had talked about this a few weeks ago. The only thing stopping me from actually fully believing that they could do it this Thursday, show a trailer, which I do think is, by the way, jumping to the end of the story, I do think is what's going to happen. Only thing stopping it is Final Fantasy 16, but my response, as I've said before, they are more than happy to announce multiple Final Fantasy projects at the same time. They're more than happy to market them at the same time. They've done it countless times. So, that's the only hang-up, and to be honest with you, it's not that big of a hang-up. Is it weird that Final Fantasy 16 comes out, 2 weeks on that Thursday, and then you would show 7, and that would be like one of the bigger things at Summer Game Fest? I suppose, but I think, I don't know, it all helps the ecosystem, right? Final Fantasy is an ecosystem, and I don't think it necessarily hurts. I don't think announcing or showing a trailer for 7, if you give a release date, right, at that trailer, I don't think that stops people from buying 16, especially because you're not getting Rebirth until December at the earliest, and they may say 2024. They may say 2024, at the end of the trailer. So it's far enough away, it's not going to impact 16. But I think it's very likely. It's been long enough. They've talked about, they're getting ready. The first question was talking about a release date, that they're kind of nailing down a release date right now. Well, obviously, if you come up with this marketing kind of plan, a few weeks at least ahead of time, it's probably done. It's probably done by now. They probably do. And internally, every game developer knows a rough area of where your game is going to release, right? They knew that a year ago for this game, a rough kind of sketch of okay, this game could release maybe in the first couple months of 2024. They knew that. It's just about telling us that, and it's about nailing it down to a specific date. So I think it's very possible. I think this could be one of the games that Jeff Keighley's talking about. It's just a real big game on Thursday. Maybe it's one of those ones that may be there or may drop out. He did say that. He did say there's a couple games that may be dropped because they're not 100% sure of them. Hopefully this is one that makes it, or hopefully we hear something about it. But I don't know. It's just very odd that you include the weekends. You've done it 4 days in a row. Day 7 is Thursday, which I think there would still be a question like in the morning. Like there'd be, okay, here's a question answer, and then a few hours later, you would get the Summer Game Fest show. So I'll be co-streaming it. If you guys want to watch it with me, we'll hopefully watch it together. Maybe it won't be there, maybe it will, but I will be co-streaming it. So join me on Thursday. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, all that jazz, and I hope to see you all on the next one.